All right, everybody. So what's going on? I'm James, but in my community, everybody calls me Juice the Flintstone, and I'm sitting here with my computer science buddy, Street Coder Nate, and I'm gonna just hit him with some quick questions, about the tech world. If you guys follow me, I do a channel or I have a segment called Tech Tuesdays where I just talk about business, innovation, and tech and things of that nature. So I just wanted to interview my buddy here and just get some insight on what's going on with him. So Nate, if you just want to talk, introduce yourself real quick and let everybody know what's going on with you.
Yeah, bro. Once again, man, appreciate this collaboration. I know we've been talking about it for over a year now. So I'm glad it coming to fruition and we working on it. Tech Tuesdays is an amazing thing. I'm probably going to be on a couple more, giving out some insights, especially about advertising and marketing. We're using AI. But that's pretty much what I do. I used to work at Microsoft. I went to Michigan, University of Michigan, and now I just got my own AI advertising business, and I teach people how to strategize and grow themselves on social media and shit like that.
All right. So so I guess, bro, real quick, how did you get into like the computer science field and all that?
Yeah, bro, it was crazy, man, because computer science been calling my name since I was a kid, but I didn't really I really didn't mess with it back then because I didn't have access to like the internet and shit, like being at home. My mom, like she old black woman. This was around the time when everybody was starting to get Wi-Fi and shit. So she wasn't even trusting Wi-Fi. She didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I'm like growing up in this period where I'm like, man, we need Wi-Fi, we need computers, we need some phones up in here. Like my mom, she was old, and so what I did was I started finessing, man. I started bringing in, hacked the neighbor Wi-Fi. I got me a laptop, ended up hacking the neighbor Wi-Fi, and that's when I realized, man, this shit kind of fun. Like I'm like, I hacked, but I really ain't hacked, bro. Like to me at that time, and it's still the same thing. When I think of hack, bro, hack just mean research some shit,
Right,
research
right,
some
right.
shit, and see where niggas like didn't like fully think some shit through and then go all the way through. So that's what I did with the Wi-Fi back then. It's more complicated now, but like that's how I really got into the tech industry, was like hacking Wi-Fi. But then I really didn't, like I said, I didn't really fuck with tech. I just did that shit for fun. What really got me into it was when I was in college, and it was my freshman year. I ended up finishing my freshman year with a 1.67 my last semester, my freshman year. Made it a total cumulative of like 2.5 or something. And so I was sitting there like, damn, man, I need to do something with myself. I was sitting there doing pre-med, bro. And I'm like, pre-med,
Okay.
man, I can't do pre-med, man. Pre-med, I don't even like fucking blood. I just got a D in chemistry and I got a D plus in bio. Pre-med ain't me. So that summer I sat down and my homie Fernando, he was about to graduate the next year from University of Michigan. And he was doing engineering, mechanical engineering. He was like, bro, I'm gonna go work at Ford. And me and Fernando, we from the same communities. So he put me on game. He like, man, I'm gonna go work at Ford. They about to pay me $75,000 a year. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, bro, I only got a 2.4, bro. I struggled through I struggled through the engineer school, bro. But shit, this $75,000 don't shit. Ain't nobody asking. So when he said that, I'm a sophomore at this point, first semester. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go do that mechanical engineering shit too. I'll go work at Ford too, out in Detroit. Soon as I like try to sign up for the engineering school, they tell me I gotta take this computer science class. I'm like, all right, gotta take it to see if I'm good enough to be in the engineering school. So I'm like, all right, bet, let me go take this class. I take it, bro, and that's when I just fell in love with computer science. After that, I didn't even want to go to engineering school. I just want to do computer science fully, like, cause it's just puzzles. It was fun. Seen that nigga Chris Bosch, seen that nigga Mark Zuckerberg. They was all just talking about like what computer science is and how to break it down, and boom, 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 just puzzles, and people pay you a lot of money and all that other shit. And I was just like, man, this sounds fun, bro. Like, sign me up. And that's how I got in.
Right, for sure. That sounds dope. So I guess what was some of like your obstacles so far in computer science? Like has everything been just like coming from where you come from and all that just what obstacles have you faced, I guess, in like the computer science field and all that? I don't mean to just bounce around, but
No, exactly, bro. So the obstacles, the first obstacle, like I said, I started computer science sophomore semester at Michigan, and so by that time, I'm a sophomore in the freshman class, bro. So this was I got hit with difficulty right away, and it was like these prestigious ass students in my class, like 300-400 classes are huge, and raising my hand, asking these elementary questions to them, like, what is a variable? Like, why does the variable, you got to put the equal sign like that? Like, do I got to put a semicolon after every fucking line? Like, these kids, like, as I'm asking these questions, they smacking their lips. So, like, it became harder for me to ask a question because I'm like, damn, I should have already known this shit. I'm a sophomore in a freshman class, and freshmen are smacking their fucking lips at me asking these questions. Like, man, we already know this. Why he asking me? Blah blah blah. So that was like the number one first thing when I first got in was just that I felt like I was behind. I felt like I was so fucking behind, bro. And I had to kind of, what I did was not healthy because if I could do it again, I would do what I do now when I don't know something. But what I did back then was I grinded so hard to catch up to those kids. So I studied outside of class. I read a whole bunch of books. I was watching YouTube videos just to be at the same level as them by the time that class ended. But
Right.
now, bro, it's not the same, bro. That was the difficulty, and that difficulty that I'm alluding to is the imposter syndrome, bro. If God put you in a place and tell you that you're gonna be great there, you gotta believe in yourself that even though I don't have the knowledge that what I'm feeling right now, I will have the knowledge because God just put me here, and I really love this shit, and this shit's fun, and blah 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 blah. So I didn't make those two connections back then, bro. So now I made those connections, and it's just like it's really like, man, you're gonna be put into situations that you're not gonna be good at, and you got to sit down and believe in yourself, and then put in the work there. Like, but the putting in work ain't the answer. It's the belief, and then you put in the work after you believe that you can do that. Because if you sitting there just putting in work while you still in the back of your mind telling yourself, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I can do this, and you all you doing is making your process longer as fuck. As soon as you tell yourself you can do that, bro, God and whatever this universe is, it start bringing you shit to show you that you can do it, and your process go quicker.
All right, cool. So what would you suggest to somebody trying to get into like computer science and computer programming and things of that nature? What would
I would
just
say,
like to feel?
okay, what I tell all my students is learn yourself. Learn
Uh,
yourself. When you learn yourself, you learn what you like to do. You learn
mm-hmm.
what you like to create. You learn what you like to listen to, what you like to see. So for me, bro, like I had to realize I had to hone in. Like computer science is massive, bro. You can go medical, you can go web development, you can go operating systems, you go AI, Internet of Things, all types of shit. Like computer science is fucking everywhere. And so you don't want to get overwhelmed when you get into computer science. So don't come into computer science like I want to learn how to code. Do not do that because you're gonna be in this bitch trying to figure out like what do you want to code.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to computer science, like I want to learn how to code these type of things. I want to learn how to build this. I want to learn how to build these things, and then from there you learn the skill. And you might not even need to learn the whole damn language. That's the thing. You might not need to know the whole language just to build the things you need to build. And if you can build those things and make money at the end of the day, and you don't know about 90% of the damn language, you only knew about 10, shit, don't nobody give a fuck, bro. This is the real world, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what these are lessons I had to learn, like deep ass lessons, bro.
For sure.
Learn
And
shit with your money, man.
yeah, for sure. And I know this is my first interview, so I apologize if I'm not in order, but I think my audience will kind of adapt. But real quick, just kind of going, backtracking a little bit. So explain to my audience what computer science exactly is, and or computer programming as well.
I love that, bro. So there's this thing that I do now because I thought I wanted to be a computer science teacher, but really it wasn't computer science. What I'm teach people is past computer science, is past math, is past like reading. There's an essence, or not even past it, it's below it, like on a deeper level, there's an essence to everything, and it's called strategy. Computer science is all about learning how to strategize, learning what your pieces are, what are your Lego pieces, and how can I strategize to build that castle? How can I strategize to build that car? Like that's all computer science is like laying out is literally a puzzle, laying that shit out and saying, okay, this goes over here, this goes over there, and I know my overall system. For example, my AI advertising agency. It's AI, it's advertising, and it's automation at the same time. So you got to set up an automation part, and then you got to set up an AI part, and then you got to set up the whole like like so you got to set up the AI part, the automation part, and then they both got to connect together to do advertising for you for a specific product. So that you like in somebody's mind is like, how do I start? And that's why I teach. That's what computer science is all about, is strategizing. It's all about the strategy. Okay, here's this huge problem. How can I break it down into smaller pieces until it's like, oh yeah, I can do that piece, I can do that piece, I can do that piece, and then you can do all the pieces real simply, and then all the pieces start adding together to the big project, bro. It's all about strategy. You want to get into computer science because you're a strategist. You want to get into stock because you're a strategist. You want to get into like consulting because you're a strategist. You want to help people understand things that they're missing. You understand a process that they don't understand. So that's all computer science is that you here's your teacher presents you this process, like code this up. When Billy presses A, there should be a pop-up on the screen. Boom. How can you strategize to do that? Well, first, I know it might have to be a website. I know I'm gonna need a user interface. So it could be a website, it could be iOS app, it could be a Flutter, it could be something, but I know I need something to interact with the user. So it has to be that. And then if it's a website, I know I got to use JavaScript. So then it's just different things. Like you start at a level, you break it down, break it down, break it down, and start strategizing. That's all computer science is strategy. Strategy. That's it.
All right, cool. I'm gonna just hit you with two more quick questions, I guess, bro, and then we'll probably do a part two later on. But just why would you recommend computer science to like to people who are not into it, I guess, right now? Just don't have any awareness, but why would you recommend that just for people who are not into it yet?
Yeah, yeah. So what I would say is computer science, first off, I'm gonna say the big part is it makes you autonomous. But it just don't make you autonomous right away. It gives you that like opportunity to become autonomous, to not depend on nobody else, to not depend on nobody's software, to not depend on nobody like ideas. Like when you the computer scientist and you know that everything is fucking built off of this digital world and built off
Mm-hmm.
of the algorithms and everything that we do as human beings, you're not interacting with in this digital world, you're not interacting without digital, or in this physical world, you're not interacting without digital. So if you want to become a superpower in this world, you master something that these motherfuckers can't master. And you sit down and you do it. Like the leaders of this world don't know shit about engineering, don't know shit about computer science, bro. They know shit about what they know is strategy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to strategize. I was watching The Wolf of Wall Street last night, bro, and what I realized is half of them motherfuckers is retarded, but
Mm-hmm.
they do know how to strategize. They do know how to look at the scene and say, "Hey, that goes over here, that goes over there, and we can collect this money like that."
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to money in this world, bro. Is a good strategy. You don't got to be the smartest nigga. You ain't got to be the A student, bro. You gotta have a motherfucking strategy to get the bag, bro. That's it.
Right, right, right. For sure. That's some yeah, that's definitely some good advice. And like I said, we just trying to keep it relatable on this channel, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you because you is making it real relatable. So just a last question real quick. What's something that you kind of looking forward to in the computer science with all this AI, with all this this new tech and things of that nature? What are some things that some bright spots you kind of looking forward to community wise or just, something you looking forward to?
So telepathy. And
Okay.
I mean, I know you said community first. I mean, last. So that was like, damn, I am looking forward to community because that's what my whole AI agency is built on. Like
Mhm.
going out and communicating with the community and having genuine conversations, sounding like Nate and sounding like whoever else is my client. So I'm all about engagement and communicating through AI. But really, the reason I'm into AI is because of my brain, bro. Like
Mhm.
my brain is the closest thing that I can connect to AI, and I got like different software. I think you might have saw my video on my YouTube, the Python connect the headband
Mhm.
to your brain waves to your shit. So like I've been into this, and
Yeah, you've been on it.
now that AI out here, bro, it's like, bro, everybody's starting to see it, bro. If you look up brain computer interfaces right now, bro, that shit has jumped in the amount of searches from last year to this year, bro. And then you put motherfucking quantum computing on there, bro. That's really what I'm setting up for. I'm setting up for an AI brain computer interface and quantum computer fucking baby, bro. And that's
Right,
about to
right.
change the fucking world. That is what our brains are. Our brains is AI, quantum computers, and what was the last part I said? AI, quantum computers, and brain computer interfaces.
Okay.
Brain computer interface. Our brains is how we interface into this physical world, and then our brains at essence are AI and quantum. So all those three come together. So for me, I'm really excited that AI is like out here, but it's not out here yet. AI just that like the root, bro. It's the root of it all. And it's like you gotta have your intelligence. And now that you got your intelligence, you can go into these different universes, because that's what quantum mechanics is universes of different, like really small particles that have their own universe to themselves. And like if you look at us compared to a fucking planet like right behind you, we are a small ass particle that's having a whole ass experience right now compared to that motherfucking planet, bro. And so it's really all of that. Like it's like the quantum allows you to jump into these different universes, allows you to see yourself in different lights, and then the AI allows you to navigate through it and understand the different things that's going on. That's what, and then so in order to bring that here, we need a brain computer interface in order to interface into this world. So that's what I'm looking forward to is the culmination of all three of those.
Right, bro. That sounds awesome. I appreciate your insight today. Like I said, that's something that I look forward to. That's some heavy stuff. You didn't drop some little gems, just in this matter of time. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. And like I said, I hope my audience should be able to pick up on some of that stuff. Real quick, just wrapping it up, I guess. Could you just say one last thing to, like, I guess the people coming up after you in coding? I guess the women and children, the people of color, and all of that stuff that might not be into it, or just, you know what I mean, just the people who just kind of following your path, or I guess futurist, you know what I mean, or whatever. Just a little note from you or whatever, just wrapping this whole thing up real quick.
Easy. So I would say pretty much believe in yourself. I know it sounds so simple, man, but it's really the belief. Everybody got that grit. Everybody got that grind, especially if you got melanin in your skin. You grit and grind. Like you look over the last 400 years, we grit and grind. We can do that shit. We don't grit and grind should open up our minds to realize that's not the actual fucking answer. You're not going to grind your way to that shit. You're not going to grit your way to that shit until you believe that you can do this shit. And then you mix that with the grit and grind. You just gonna go on this cycle. So what I tell people is, if you're gonna get into computer science, first believe that you belong here. Don't come to me first and asking me. I can read your doubt. And so on my first fucking session with you, I'm gonna break all doubt. Most first sessions not even about computer science. It's about breaking all that doubt that you got in yourself, that you don't belong here, that is hard, that is this, that is that. Break all of that down, break it down, kill that shit, pull that shit out your mind. And I promise you, ain't nobody gonna come here and go back in your mind and force that shit back on you. You need to control your mind and let your mind know that I can do this shit. I can do this shit. I can do this shit. And every single time that you get a doubt that you can't do this shit, you sit down and say, I can do this shit. I don't know how many damn times until you can do this shit, bro. And that's the end of the motherfucking session, bro. That's it, bro. Like, that's it. Like, you want life after that. You want life in any situation. I don't look at stocks with this situation. I don't look at Forex with this mindset. I don't look at marketing and advertising in this mindset win every single time. Every single time I believe I can, no matter how fucking hard this shit is, I sit down and I get through that shit, roll a blunt or something and get through that shit every time, bro. So that's the message I want to end everybody out on is get into computer science and first believe. Don't get into computer science trying to learn how to code. Get into computer science trying to learn how to believe first, and then learn how to code.
For sure. And just real quick, bro, just go ahead and plug your information up, your services and your socials and all of that. Just, so people want to reach out. Like I said, I know it's a few people in the community who might want to need some tutoring, might need some services, whatever, just go ahead and plug all your information. That's what it's for some little alley-oops, a little tennis match, you know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. Most definitely. So it's your boy Street Coder Nate. Go by Auto Nate, go by Spiritual Techie. And now I don't got a new brand called AIDMs. AIDMs is how I move. I do consulting. If you need that consulting, if you need one-on-one tutoring, one-on-one group, I'll be doing. I'm setting up right now my weekly courses where I'm doing my ChatGPT, how to use ChatGPT courses, and it's deep. courses and you get a bunch of ChatGPT links and a bunch of other things. But that's not all the way thought out. My main thing though right now is my AI agency, my AI DMing agency. So if you want to grow, if you got a product, you got an event going on, you got a service that you want to provide, most people have no idea how to get in front of the people who want it. They have no idea. And so from my perspective of trading, I took trading because I know people want to trade goods for services or money for, whatnot. So I see supply and demand. I can see it from a high level, and I know how to connect people to different communities. So what I do is for people like me and you, I know one of the hardest things is growth. So I go and I go find people that will help you grow easily. And I make really, bro, I make people do high ticket products. Like I don't do $10 products. I don't help people sell $10 products. I had to tell my one client yesterday to bump his $75 client or product up to 150 because the people I'm putting in front of going think that shit too cheap and think something weird. So like if y'all really want to fuck with me, I'll teach y'all how to like take y'all products, y'all basic, simple, maybe a course that you think is only worth $15. We gonna bump that bitch to 150 and put it in front of the right people who gonna buy that shit. And we're gonna put the right marketing and shit in front of it. And it's all about DMing people. It's all about like if you know about door-to-door salesmen, they get a bunch of no's, but they do get a bunch of yeses too. And and over the time, door-to-door salesmen got better once they started realizing the type of communities they were in, the type of people who live in that community, different things. Basically, they did their data research. And so the new door-to-door is going to the DMs. Everybody on social media, some way, somehow, go straight to their DMs. It's a knock, it's a message. It's like getting them a mail right in their inbox or right in their front of the house. So they see that message, and the thing is that message is optimized. They have already been targeted because I'm looking at different posts that they liking and commenting on, just like Facebook and Instagram does. And then I use the AI to generate messages for them in the DMs that connect to whatever the product, service, or event that I'm trying to promote for whatever my client is. So right now, my prices, I ain't gonna lie, I got corporate prices right now because I'm getting out the rat race. But best believe that a lot of my people that just starting off, like I got different tiers for them that just want to try out advertising. You're not gonna get nowhere without advertising. Whether you pay for advertising on Facebook, Instagram, or whatnot, or you have to go out there yourself and go to everybody inbox. That's the only way that you're gonna get traffic to your products, to your shit. You gotta go out there and let somebody fucking know who the fuck you is, and you gotta get it to them in their DMs. I thought it was comments before, but it's really DMs. Go to these niggas DMs and send their ass these messages like, yo, I see you follow them. Here you go. I make similar content. Come check out some of my content. I ain't trying to sell nothing to you. Just check out my content. Shit'll grow you. And there's different strategies like that I help people realize are possible for people with 0 followers to 1 million followers, bro. So yeah, man. I appreciate you letting me put myself, but my name on Instagram is AI_DMs. AI_DMS. So that's AI_DMS. And on YouTube, it's Street Coders still. We're gonna bump out a lot of Street Coders on YouTube. You'll be seeing a lot of behind the scenes to how I made this AI agency, how I coded it all together, how I got cloud services, how I got an iPad app, how I got different things like not even an unconditional iPad app, how I coded it up and everything using Pythonista and shit. Like I'm about to show the whole process. So if you want to build your own system, because I'm not going to show y'all how to build my system. I'm going to show y'all how to build a system though, being general. And I'm going to use maybe Twitter, or I may use something else, but I use a different social media for mine. So I'm going to use one of those, and I'm going to teach y'all everything that I'm doing on this other social media on Twitter or whatever. And because you use Twitter, bro, if you want to do this together, bro, we could do Twitter, because I've been wanting to make a Twitter, make an addition to Twitter from my app anyway.
Okay,
but
cool.
yeah, we could do that though. So that's that, bro. I know I was long-winded, but had to get that shit out real quick.
Oh no, you good, bro. Like I said, I appreciate you, bro. You a bright spot. You somebody who I've seen on YouTube, and you know you probably younger than me, like I said, but you inspire me, bro. And I think everything you doing awesome. So hopefully my audience, and I'm sure they will appreciate it. And I hope that they appreciate the gems that you dropped in this little bit of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can end this recording, because I'm not the best. So hopefully I can save this And like I said, hopefully this ain't the last time that we, link up or whatever. So I appreciate you, bro.
Man, like I said, bro, you inspired